You always surprise me. Hello. Are you alright? Yeah. Still many around here? Yeah. Not bad, huh? Oh, you still here and they told me you gone. This guy. Yeah, you?
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. You were invited, but you missed your chance. Perhaps you have learned the art of invisibility. We can't find you. Too bad, just to let you know now. So your mouth can water. Okay, I'll tell you a few jokes, alright? To wake you up first.
From your sleep.
There was a... you know Khrushchev? Huh?
Yeah.
Khrushchev, huh? Okay. Russia, huh? He went to see one of your presidents. I don't know who. I forgot. I saw your president, yeah, the American president, gave him a present, you know, a real atom bomb, a small one. Small one, just for fun. He said, well, keep it. But be careful, it's real. If you make mistake, the outcome would be terrible, you know? It could be a disaster. It's real, huh? Even though it looks small, it's real. So Khrushchev say, all right, thank you very much. Now I present you this guy. He's our finance minister. You should be careful with him, otherwise it would be more disastrous than the atom bomb. And another joke. There was a boy who went to the neighbor and rang the bell of the neighbor. So there was a lady, you know, a young lady came out and opened the door. I asked him, what's the matter? So the boy said, did you see my dog run into your garden here? Into your house here? So the girl said, no. But why did you think that he came to my house instead of another house? So the boy said, well, I have to say something like this, otherwise how can I get to know you? That's one of the tricks. Just like there was a guy who was driving on the highway, and then suddenly he saw a guy was running, just waving for hitchhiking, yeah? Waving for a lift, yeah? And so he stopped. And then he saw the guy from the corner of the street just run to him and looking, very tired, exhausted, like something was very urgent, you know? So he opened the door and let him come in. So after he came in and he drove away, and then he asked the hitchhiker, well, what's the matter? What's wrong? You look in such a state of desperation and emergency. So the boy said, well, I always pretend to look like that, otherwise I never get a lift. At least he's honest, huh? Okay. There was one person, he was famous for being very miserly. So one day it happened that he was drowning in the river, huh? And then he was shouting for help, huh? Help me, SOS and all that. And then there was a man with a boat rolling around and said, okay, I could help you, but it's $100, huh? So the man said, what? $50, all right? He's bargaining, $50, all right? The boy said, no. I said, 100 and it's 100. So the drowning man said, I'd rather drown. Did I tell you a story about the faith? Similar story? Yeah? There was a man who fell, yeah? From a cliff and was hanging, like a cliffhanger, hanging on a branch of a tree. He missed death by 1 millimeter. So he was shouting for help. Help me, save my life. So nobody answered. Then he kept shouting again, "Oh, please, God, please help me. Nobody here. God, you must help me." Yeah. And then suddenly there was a voice from the sky saying, "I can help you, but you must trust me completely, 100%. And so the man, hanging on the branch of the tree said, "Yes, yes, God, I trust you 100% completely. Please help me quickly. I can't hold on anymore." So God said, "Okay, now you let go of your hand and then I will save you." So the man said, "Oh God, is anybody else out there?" 100% trust, right? I think you know that story already, right? Huh? No, you didn't? Okay. Okay, there's another story, just to wake you up. A man came back from work and then saw his 5-year-old son who came running to him and said, "Oh, Papa, Papa, the wardrobe, there's a ghost inside the wardrobe. In your bedroom, there's a ghost inside." So Baba said, "No, there's nothing there, honey. Hey, you must be mistaken." Say, "No, Baba, I saw him. There's a ghost inside your wardrobe, in your bedroom." Oh, and then he dragged the Papa, to his bedroom. So the Papa, just to show the baby that there's nothing there, he just opened the wardrobe, say, "Now, look here, there's nothing inside, I will show you. There's no ghost, nothing. You will see." And he opened, and he saw his best friend hiding inside the wardrobe in his own bedroom, yeah, and his best friend hiding there with his birthday suit on. And so, my God, and the friend just stood there trembling, and the father, dragged the best friend out and scolded him severely, and nearly cried, saying, "My God, John, all my life I trusted you. All my life I respected you. All my life I helped you. I helped you when the lawyer wanted to confiscate your property because you didn't have the money to pay mortgage. All my life I respected you and loved you so much. And now look at what you do. You repay me this way. You have nothing else to do except to pretend to be a ghost to scare my 5-year-old son like this." "And that's how you repay me?" You don't understand? You do, okay. So don't pretend to be a ghost and scare your neighbor's children, all right? You too, women as well. There are ghosts from both sexes. Female ghosts and male ghosts. Don't you be any of them. All right, so now let's pretend to be Buddhas and and do something about this Buddha business. See, there's some short stories. Oh, you want to continue? I think we continue with the Shiva business, huh? Yeah, there is a nice story here. A Christian scholar who believed that the Bible is absolute gospel. Nothing can ever go wrong, and everything that is written in the Bible is correct. So one time a scientist had been questioning him, saying something like this: "According to the Bible, our world, was created around 5,000 years ago. But we have discovered many bones, and relics that point to a life on Earth at least 1 million years back. So what do you say then?" So the Bible scholar said to him, "When God created Earth 5,000 years ago, He knew that we would doubt Him. So He deliberately, on purpose, put these bones there to test our faith, to see whether we will believe the science or believe Him." That's the answer. There was a rabbi fed up with people always asking him questions. and never seeking the answers within themselves. So he put up a sign outside his synagogue. He said, any 2 questions, $100. $100 and you can have 2 questions answered. No free gift anymore. He put it there. And of course, not many people came to ask him anymore, since it cost $100 for a pair. But there were some wealthy people, who were curious and wanted also to ask something, since they can afford it. So they came to the rabbi, put $100 there, and wanted to ask questions. And so the rabbi said, okay, now you can, if you want, okay, you paid, you're entitled to 2 questions. So one of the wealthy persons say, isn't $100 too expensive for 2 questions? And the rabbi say, yes, it is. Now, what is the second question? Later, I will do the same trick to you. So you don't ask me all kinds of nonsense anymore. There was another rabbi. His name was Pinas, something like that. He entered the meditation place, and many disciples were gathering together and talking. So the rabbi asked them, what are you talking about? So other disciples were telling him, perhaps the ones who prepared to be priests, or to be rabbis in Judaism. So the rabbi asked them what they are discussing. So the male priest said, well, we are saying how scared we are that the evil urge will pursue us. Like probably they were afraid about the sex drive. They say, we are worried that the sexual desire is chasing after us. So the rabbi said, don't worry, you haven't gotten that high enough for the devil urge to chase you. Right now you are chasing it. I don't know who that be. Okay, there's another one, very cute. A philosopher made an appointment to dispute with a master called Nasruddin, a Sufi master. And after he made an appointment, he came at the appointed time to dispute with that master, and then found out that the master is gone. He's not at home. So he was very, very angry. He was very angry and frustrated. So before he left the house of the Sufi master, he wrote on the gate, on the master's gate, he said, stupid donkey. So as soon as the master came back home and saw this, immediately he rushed to the philosopher's house and apologized. He said, oh, I had forgotten that I had an appointment with you that day at that hour. I apologize for not having been at home. But of course, I remember immediately, as soon as I saw you sign your name on my gate. This is good, huh? It's good. Huh? So don't sign your name like that everywhere. Just like the story of the Buddha, you remember? That somebody came to the Buddha and scolded him and humiliated the Buddha all morning, the whole morning long. He just stood there and humiliated the Buddha and called him all kinds of bad names and cursed him and scolded him in every way possible. And the Buddha didn't say anything. He just smiled and sat there. So after a while, the man said, I have been degrading you all morning. Oh, why you just keep quiet and don't say anything? Aren't you disturbed? You don't feel angry? You don't feel concerned? Buddha said, no, why should I? If somebody wants to give me some present and I don't accept it, then the person has to take it back home. Yeah, yeah. And there is another story similar. There was a man who studied with a master. And the master taught him that every time anybody scolded him or humiliated him in some way, then he must pay that person in money. Yeah. So he did that for many years. Until one day his master said, okay, now you don't have to pay anymore. It's okay. No more. So he left the master and went to another city. And there he saw another master sitting in front of the gate of a city and humiliated everybody who passed him by. Everybody who passed the master by, he just scolded them, cursed them, and humiliated them, all kinds of things. And when it came to the student's turn, as he passed by, that master also scolded him and humiliated him in all ways. And the student began to laugh very loud. So that master was surprised, say, why are you laughing? Everybody was upset. Or you are the only one who laughs when I scold you for no reason. So the student said, all these years I have to pay for people when they scold me, and today you scolded me for free. I'm so happy. That's why I'm laughing. So the master now knows his match. Yeah? So he invited the student to come into his city and give everything to him as his successor. The city happened to be a spiritual practicing center, yeah? And the master and the disciple has built it up as a city. And everything inside, every precious thing, and all the disciples around the world also belong to that student now. Because the master has found a successor. So that's very good that we should be used to with hardship and humiliation. Huh? Maybe one day we'll get the whole city, you never know. Or maybe Shiva Center at least. Huh? Well, it's not a city, but it's pretty. Huh? It's pretty enough. And I'm also looking for a successor. I might sit in the front gate and scold everybody. There's another story. Very nice. There was a monastery and there was a master there. And then a person came in and asked, because the monastery had no gate, so you don't have to close the door or things like that. Similar to ours here, we only zip up the tent when we want to keep the wind, yeah, and the light out. That's all. Zip it up and zip it down. It has no gate actually. So the person asked, but then how do you keep out the thieves? Yeah. So the master said, well, we have nothing valuable here that people would want to come and steal. All the valuable things have been given away to other people. So the person kept asking again, and how about the bad people? You know, like other people making trouble. How do we deal with them? So the master said, well, we just ignore them. And then the person asked again, but does it help? Huh? Ignoring people, does it help? The master didn't answer. He just closed his nose, closed his ear, closed his eyes, and pretend not to hear anything. And he kept asking again, and the master didn't say anything. He asked once more, the master didn't say anything. So he was very angry and stood up and left. So after that, the master said, hey, come back here. It really helps, doesn't it? Yeah, demonstration is better than lecturing. It really helps. Huh? So it's a good lesson for us. Huh? If people annoy you, you just ignore them like this. Be deaf, dumb, and then they will soon be fed up with you. Yeah. That's what I do sometimes. But it doesn't help. I must tell you the truth. It doesn't work here. I don't know why. The more I ignore people, the more they come. So now I just have to put up with it. Huh? If you can't beat them, then join them. Huh? All right, let's become Buddha together. Now we continue with our job, boring job. Yesterday when? What? Huh? Number what? Nah. 58, huh? No, 57, huh? Okay, 56. Was when you open your mouth and and listen to the sound of the of your breathing. Remember? Okay. Now, did any of you try that in the tent yesterday? The Buddha must have laughed, huh? When I saw you opening your mouth like an idiot like that. Hi, number 56. 56 already. We already opened the mouth. Now, now number 57. When sitting on a bed or on a seat, let yourself become weightless and beyond mind. What does beyond mind mean? Huh? Not thinking anything. But you try, I bet. 1 second only. Okay. Beyond mind, meaning in samadhi, yes, beyond thinking, yeah, beyond calculating. Because when there is a mind, there is thinking. There is running around, there is calculating, and all kinds of garbage going on. Now number 58. In a moving vehicle. Well, this is for driving people. Oh, but don't do it. But rhythmically swaying experience. Experience what? Maybe samadhi, huh? But I would not advise this to the driving people, huh? Or in a still vehicle, letting yourself swing in slowing invisible circles. Did you ever do that? Well, you can try. But I don't think you should do that. The police will run after you because your car will go like this. What the master meant perhaps was not the driver, okay? But the passenger, yeah? Just let yourself be moved, yeah? Swinging around with the movement of the vehicle. At that time they had perhaps horses, yeah? Horse carriages. So the movement, it must be very smooth. So maybe try to ease your tension by teaching you to move with the movement so that you don't feel agitated. And it's comforting for you. Then perhaps you have some light and sound experiences, okay? All right. Today I'm facing the boys because you always, push them to the end of the world. And it doesn't matter how I arrange, you still sit in front of me. And you keep pushing until I myself feel pressure. I really do feel pressure. When somebody is pushed to the limit, I feel pressure every time. So today I'm facing the boys, so don't ask me why. It's Sunday also, you see, all the boys are pushed until the end of the toilet. Really, every Sunday. Doesn't matter how much I say, they still push. It is not where they sit, they squeeze together, The females, I don't know why. What's wrong with you, females? Huh? What's wrong? Why you have to push? Or have to squeeze like that? You see that? Even now we have tape it. They all sit up to the limit. So the boys will never dare to sit too close, because they feel, because of feeling misunderstood. They fear that the female misunderstand them. So they always sit a little bit further. And the further they go, the females continue their march. Always attacking from the side. So I feel very sorry for the boys. Because boys are gentlemen. They're not used to pushing at home. At home, all the women are pushing the husbands. I know that, because I was one. Don't tell people. Women used to getting what they want at home, yeah, by using all kinds of tactics, like being sweet and being honey and all kinds of things. That's why you see how so many women come to retreat. Because most men stay home earning money, taking care of the babies. Yes, honey, I love you. Now, goodbye. I'm going to see Master. Oh, you take care. Oh, dear sweetheart, you know how to cook, don't you? Yeah. And the children are very beautiful, aren't they? Yes. Just like that. And then, okay. Sunday full of women. And the women sit there. Even if man and woman came here, mostly the man would take care of the children for the woman to sit. And they push all the time. You better check your inner beauty. Be fair and square. Okay? Don't always use your lovely trick to run over your husband. Yeah, because the account will be kept in heaven. Well, at least it's kept here. Look at that. You see the tape? Where it is? I know. If I tape it right here, you would never see me again. See that? You see that? I tape it up to there, yeah? But still, they are in front of me. See that? You see that? That's why I told the boys, tape it right at the end. See, they are still in front of me. Just like that. And yesterday, they say, okay, then let the boys sit in the front. You saw yesterday? And then all were pushed into two thin lines. From the gate to the end of the world. You saw that? Yeah? And then all the women concentrated in front here. So more or less, the boys hardly see Master at all because they sit right there. And at the end of the gate. They have been pushed into two lines. Very thin lines. So it's the same. It's right out the same. I have to see all the women here. Only a few, monks here and there. Because they are not pushed monks. Oh my God. I say I gave up. Women, they're genius. It's good that I'm a woman and know all their tricks. Otherwise, do you think you can sit here and laugh? Or you probably sit somewhere down there, down the stream, 3 miles away, and comforting yourself as if hearing Master's voice is better than nothing. I tell you. You saw that. You saw all the performance, no? Since the retreat day up to now, did you see the performance? Yeah? Oh, they're so clever, all these women. No wonder since old times, all the practitioners are afraid of women because of the seat problem. Yeah. That's why the Buddha did not want to accept women in his Sangha. He was afraid there would be no seats left for the monks. Normally the monks supposed to sit around the Buddha and listen, but when the woman came, they're all gone. Pushed to the end of the world. Or maybe became 2 thin lines. God. Oh my God. You see that? You see that? I sit in the middle, yeah? And to be fair, the tape should be right in the middle here for both of you. But even then, we put right on the end, and they're still in the middle. And you're still there. I can never win. Oh, this woman. I'm scared of her. And you're laughing. You're so used to being scared of your wife. Now you come here and you're content to sit anywhere. And can even laugh at yourself. Ashamed. I am the only woman here. Must protect all of you males. Can you believe this? And when I saw in the kitchen, even the females' food is more than yours. Other females counter there, they have more food. All kinds of food. Even the fruits are better. Much more variety of fruits. Yeah, and more variety of dishes. And you have only 3 or 4. I saw it the other day. Oh my God. Yeah, you have to protect yourself. I'm alone, I can't do it all the time. You know what? To be loved by your wife is not to be scared of her. You have to make a man out of yourself. Really. It's not that you always obey your wife, then she loves you. No. Women hate cowards. You have to stand up and be something. Be the man of the house. Be the owner of your abode. Be the master where you are. You have to speak whatever is right. And you have to protest whatever is incorrect. You must be a man above all in order to earn the respect of a wife or any woman. If you are the wife, would you love a man the way they behave like a coward? Always yes, madam, no, madam? Any woman doesn't like a weak man. Even if she bullies you, it's just because you are so weak, yeah? And she doesn't like you. She doesn't like the way you behave. So she continues to throw tantrums around. Just because you are not the one that she likes. You know, she expects you to be more manly, yeah? More courageous. So be that. And then you get more love and respect from a woman. If the worst comes to the worst, you're kicked out of the house and become a bachelor again. Which you have been from the beginning until the day you begot your trouble. So you better get used to the idea. The worst thing that could happen to you is that you become a bachelor again. Is that so bad? You have been there for 20 years at least. Since the day you were born until you were 25, you were a bachelor. So what's the problem with that? Why do you fear to lose a woman when the world is full of them? If you don't match each other and you cannot endure anymore, well, you're free. Okay? Or become a man. Become a real husband. And show the woman her place. Be a woman. It's nice to be a real woman. So allow them to be, by allowing yourself to be a man. And so don't blame women when they talk about equality and women's right and wrong and all that kind of thing. Just because they don't have a man they can worship. They look down upon men. That's why they ask for equality. If they loved and respected a man, they would love to stay in their womanly place and be very happy about it. It's just because a man in their house doesn't show them the authority, doesn't show them a sure-footed attitude of a mature and confident man. So they think men are up to no good. Why should he earn more wages than me, my husband, when he's such an idiot? Whatever I tell him to do, he does it. Even if I'm wrong, he doesn't correct me. Even if I say something bad, he never dares to answer back to me. So what kind of qualification does he deserve to have more money than me? Understand?
Yeah.
Show them your intelligence. Show them your gentleness, but firmness. Show them your love, but from a manhood standpoint. Men are made different from women. That's okay. There's no need for women to become men and no need for men to become a woman. Yeah? God made both of us so we enjoy each other's rights and company. And should now you desire company, then you make it a good one. If you keep always being scared of your wife, then you make your family a hell for her, for your children as well as for yourself. So it's your duty toward yourself, toward your wife, toward your children, to make your house a better place, a more proper place to live as family members. In a family, a man must be a man, okay, to make a good example for your sons later. And a woman should be a woman to make a good example of femininity for the daughters in the future. Each one must have their place and take care of their own duty. You do your best. You go out to earn your money and you take care of your family. You love your wife and be faithful as I have taught you. And that's all you do. Anything else you don't put up with. Anything unreasonable. Anything that is not just. You have to teach your wife the right way. That is your duty. To let your children know whom to respect. If they don't respect the father, how can you run your family? Understand?
Yeah.
If your wife doesn't respect you, how can you get the respect from your children? The most you get is pity. And that's no good. Don't you ever think that if you always subdue yourself to your wife's power, she will love and respect you more. No. I can guarantee you, no woman will like that, except some of the nutcases, I don't say. And if you find out that your wife is such a nutcase, I permit you to leave. You deserve a better one.
Right.
As a good practitioner, as a good provider of the house, you are more worthy than gold. You don't gamble, you don't drink, you don't go out and flirt around with women. I think you are the best man in the world. So you deserve better treatment at home. And if you don't get it, it's your fault. You have a duty, to keep your respectable standard for your children's sake, for your wife's sake, for your own sake, and for anybody else who comes in contact with you. If you can't do that, don't call yourself a man. In a family, a man must be a man, okay, to make a good example for your sons later. And a woman should be a woman to make a good example of femininity for the daughters in the future. Each one must have their place and take care of their own duty. You do your best. You go out to earn your money and you take care of your family. You love your wife and be faithful as I have taught you. Don't you ever think that if you always subdue yourself to your wife's power, she will love and respect you more. No. I can guarantee you, no woman will like that. As a good practitioner, as a good provider of the house, you are more worthy than gold. You don't gamble, you don't drink, you don't go out and flirt around with women. I think you are the best man in the world. So you deserve better treatment at home. And if you don't get it, it's your fault. You have a duty, to keep your respectable standard for your children's sake, for your wife's sake, and for your own sake, and for anybody else who comes into contact with you. If you can't do that, don't call yourself a man. And I don't care for any excuses. I teach you to live in harmony with your family, but I don't teach you to be a coward, to subdue to any kind of evils and unjust treatment, because that's no good. You saw karma for the person who persecutes you. If you cannot make it right, forget it. Or rather live as a bachelor. Try to be, of course, as peaceful as much as you can be, but be a man after all, okay? Show people where they are wrong and where you meant to be right, and things like that. And talk together and bring them into understanding and try to live a proper life, Any man who is too dependent on a woman, who is too obedient to a woman, will never get respect from the wife and never have any rights in the family. If you want to be a donkey, just earn the money and bring it home, and then just be. But if you call yourself a husband and a man, I think you need more practice, more courage, and more rightful thinking about what a man should be. All right. Okay, I won't go into lecturing you too much. You say, what do I know? I'm only a woman, right? But I do know. Because I'm a woman, so I know. I know what a woman wants from a man. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why many highly positioned women, they hardly find husband. Because nobody dares to match up to her. Look at me. Because women, if they are already very intelligent and capable, they expect their men to be better than that. So at least you're equal. To respect a wife doesn't mean you're afraid of her or worship her. You have to be equal at least. Otherwise, what do you want? How does a woman respect you when you have nothing? You don't show your own personality. You dare not argue when there should be a point of correction and things like that. How can a woman respect you? And that's how all women become bad. Because of the man's fault. Not because a woman are fierce or bad or manipulative or demanding, but because men are so lousy. They keep just stepping backward. They just keep retreating and retreating, no? Huh? Just backing down all the time. And women keep advancing. And so, step by step, you have no more territory left. Today you don't answer, tomorrow you don't answer, next day you say yes, and the next day you're gone. There's only a woman left in the house. And a handbag goes running after her. It's no good. If I were a wife, I would not respect such a husband. You're strong because you radiate some strong spirit from inside. You're self-confident. You know that you're correct. You know that you are virtuous. You know that you are a dutiful and faithful husband. Yeah? You know you are a good man. So you have nothing to fear from anybody. If the woman talks too much, tell her to go and choose someone else. Because you have done your best. Because you know you're the best man that you can ever be. So, there's nothing to fear. Understand?
Yeah.
If you have done your duty correctly, then you should demand, that she also does her duty correctly. Should respect her husband. Otherwise, there are many other places she can go to choose. So if she did not see the point that you are such a good husband already, then tell her, okay, if I'm not good enough for you, goodbye. There's no need to stay there and make trouble. Because you cannot do any better. You are faithful, you earn money and you love her. Only occasionally you go and retreat and you have to ask for her permission. I will laugh until until the day my hair turns gray, hearing such tales. I say, what? You are turning the table upside down. You earn your money, you take care, you provide for the whole family. And when they have enough, whatever you need, you take. You don't go out for gambling. You don't take the money out for giving other girls or doing any bad things. You go to better yourself even. The money you spend to come here for retreat is well spent. The best way ever in your life to spend money. To become a better person. A better person for whom? For me? I live with you? No. Who will benefit? Who? Your wife, your children are the most direct beneficiaries of all. And then later your boss, and then your company, and then your friends and relatives, and then your country, wherever you live. I benefit nothing. What do I care how you live? Do I care how you live and do I know? I don't even know. You live far away from me. All I do is offer you my best, and you take it or leave it. So, you have to show your wives how to behave and show them the correct thinking so as to save them from the trouble of hell. You have a duty to teach her to be a good person. Not that I have a duty to teach you only. You have to go home and teach your wife, especially, If you cannot teach anybody else, at least you teach your wife. Okay? How to behave and what is the correct thinking. How to be a good wife. Yeah? Of course, she might not listen to you, but at least you show. And whatever the outcome, you take responsibility. Okay? The worst could be is that she's not suitable for you because she doesn't change. She's the opposite of your quality. So whatever she chooses to do, or wherever she chooses to go, well, that will be God's will, okay? But you do your duty. Understand now?
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. Okay, let's come back to Buddha business. Okay, forget your wife now. Why did I go so far to wife and all that? Huh? We have been in the Himalaya with Shiva and then suddenly jump into your houses. Number 59. No, because many people complain to me that their wives don't let them go. And every time he goes on retreat, she rides his hell at home. So I was laughing. I said, what kind of husband is this? Can't even take care of a wife. And how can you take care of the country? How can you do anything else? And not to talk about becoming a Buddha and saving sentient beings and all that. You make me laugh. Saving sentient beings. Yeah. Save yourself first. All right. Number what? 58. Yeah. Number 59. Okay. Number 59. One of the ways of concentration is by simply looking into the blue sky beyond the clouds. And then find the serenity. Serenity within yourself. Yeah? Some people do that. Well, sometimes you go on holidays, right? It's difficult to concentrate because there's so much going around in a holiday resort, too many people. And then the noise and, the holidays atmosphere, and you just don't feel like reciting the 5 names. But and then you just lie there on the beach, and it's difficult to have any concentration. Okay, you may look at the sky, but concentrate on that. And then you also will enter samadhi. Then if you remember the 5 names, it's even better for you. Okay. And now let's go back to the business. You see here. You're so scared to sit next to the line. Now move up. Show immediate example of what you understood. Move. Now, whatever they did to you, you can do to them. You move up until they scare and run to the other corner. Why don't you learn from anything? They're trying to teach you how to advance in society. Now, you came here. I'm sorry to go back to the house business. It's okay. Stay there. It's all right. Now you came here, taking holidays or taking days off, risking your job, paying as much money, if not more than they do. So what did you want? You want to see me, right? You want to see me as much as they do, right? And now you pay all this money, spend all this time, and squeeze yourself into some corner just because some long hair fairy push you. Huh? How can you advance in society? You understand? You don't bully people, but you do what is right. Understand? You don't push them, but you just sit where you belong. That's all. I don't tell you that you have to push them. It was a joke only. Well, maybe you should show them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever your rights, you stand up and get them. If you don't ask for yourself, who will ask for you? Everybody is busy asking for themselves already. And everybody is scared to ask even for themselves. Who asks for you? If you don't fight for yourself, who will? I cannot protect you forever. I'm trying since since the time immemorial. And it's the first time I even succeeded. Just Just because you don't cooperate. I put the line here for you, but you sit over there. And so you cannot blame the women for advancing because they want to see me. You can't blame them for wanting to see me. You can only blame yourself for being so cowardly, not getting what you want by your own rights. Nobody stops you. You stop yourself. You sit over there, and that guy, they are not sitting in front, so he sits over there, and that guy is even more scared. He sits over there. Everyone sits to the gate. And then come home and say, oh, I wish I could have seen Master better. There was an Indian guy, just now on the retreat. Indian guy, you remember? He covered himself all over, so you don't know he's an Indian anyhow. But I know from looking at his skin, and he has a turban. He wrote me a long book of letters. Yeah, like I could print it into a book. Yeah, I don't know how he has time to do all this on retreat. I don't know, but he wrote to me. He said, "Oh, I wish I could see you closely, personally, and touch your lotus feet and all that." Well, he could have done so. He could have sat just right here, or sat somewhere there, and when I passed by, he could have touched if he wanted to. But I always had to call him up, you remember? Yeah. And then he complained that he could never see me close enough and all that. This is his own problem, right? He knows every day we can sit here or sit in the front there or sit on the stage. He can push himself up. But no, I have to dig him out. You remember? Yeah. I dug him out many times. I said, brother, why don't you come up here? And second time again, and third time again. And he wrote a long book of letters complaining that he could never see me and talk to me personally. So who's wrong now? Huh? Nobody stopped him. He himself. I even dug him out. But he was always, sitting behind there. And then complaining. He wanted to touch my feet and all that. He could have done it 1,000 times. I passed by all the time. I even had to come to him and dig him out and talk to him and ask him what's wrong. And you know what? That guy, he has a heart problem and many other problems. The doctor advised him, if you go on the airplane, you might die on the air. And he was so desperate to see me. He said he didn't care if he died anywhere. The nearer he dies to me, the better. That's why he risked his life to come here. And fancy that, sitting in 3 miles down the aisles and complaining inside and writing letters and all that. He's here, he doesn't have to write letters. Yeah. You remember? Yeah. And I asked you all to come on the stage or here. I said, do you have any question? Do you want to talk to me? And all your mouth is zipped up. And then he wrote a letter complaining. If your hand functions, why doesn't your mouth function? I don't understand you, man. Yeah? That's the problem with you at home. That's why your wives don't respect you. And you cause trouble by being too obedient, too weak. Don't think if you are a weak husband, an obedient husband, in such a nice, stupid way, that your family will be in order. It's not true. It's not a way to make peace in the family. You just make it more of a mess because you give your wife the opportunity to disrespect you and to climb more and more on top of you, and then everything is out of proportion. You must know where to stand and what to do in your family first, and then you can advance better in society. Don't think if you are a weak husband, an obedient husband, in such a nice, stupid way, that your family will be in order. It's not true. It's not a way to make peace in the family. You just make it more of a mess because you give your wife the opportunity to disrespect you and to climb more and more on top of you, and then everything is out of proportion. You must know where to stand and what to do in your family first, and then you can advance better in society. I tell you to live peacefully, but not cowardly. You must understand, cowardice and peace-loving kindness are different, huh? You love a person, but be firm. Just like you love your daughter, but she eats too much sweets, and you have to know when to say no. Must say when. Understand? Not that you love her and then whatever she wants you give her. And you poison her. Eh? You give her a lot of coffee, a lot of tea the way you do. If you love her because you like whiskey, you give her. No good. You know what I mean? You have to stand up and protect your family by your own courage and strength inside. From inside. Yeah, you have to be courageous as a man. Because women look up to men as a stronger sex, as a protector of the family and nation. Now, if you display the opposite, how do you think a woman feels? First, she feels lost. She feels helpless. Yeah? She feels insecure because her man is just a weak person. Now she feels very pressured and fearful because she says now she has to stand up and look after the whole family, including that big baby with birth. Then the pressure is so great for her. First, she looked for a man, if not a protector and stronger man for her to lean on, at least an equal partner to share the worries and the sorrow and the pressure of raising children and earning a respectable income, etc., etc. Now she finds herself as the only one in the family that is strong. And she has to take care of her husband even, like a baby. And he's supposed to be the one who shares with her all the troubles in the world. So that's how woman became very bad, became bitter, because she's disappointed. She's hurt. She's insecure. She worries for the future. What happens if she's not there anymore? She has no partner to trust, to share. She has worries. She has a lot of trouble and she cannot share with her husband because he's so weak. He always listens to her and takes her advice and everything like that. You know what I mean? So that's how you make your wife become difficult. So now I tell you the truth to consider it before it's too late. All right? And don't blame any woman for being difficult. If you don't take care of yourself and you don't behave in a proper way and let her respect and rely on you and trust you as a partner at least. Capiche? Yeah. Now I talk too much, huh? As usual. But take it or leave it. Now number 60. Shiva is anxiously waiting. He said, what? She hasn't finished with my teaching yet. She talked about all kinds of outer paths. That woman. You see, if a husband like Shiva, or like Kabir, and you see how the woman behave? See? Yes. And an Indian husband also, yeah? They know how to be a man. That's why the wife subdue to them and dare not say anything. Maybe, of course, the modern day wives are a little bit more temperamental because she watches a lot on TV. And most of the movies on TV just show women being difficult. I don't know why. Most of the time, because many people like to watch American TV, because it's fast action. I also like that. But most of the time they show the woman inside as not sweet, but very foul mouth and arguing all the time and throwing temper and all kinds of things like that. Also, even if they have a beautiful love story, they would throw a few scenes of the woman shouting around and jumping about. Is that not so? In some of the films, and the blonde beauty with blue eyes and all that, and smoking away and then talking nonsense. Yeah, maybe it is true in some cases, but not all women are like that. And then they just show a very bad example just to make it lively, just to make it more true to life than just being romantic. But I think it's a very bad example for all the teenage women to follow. I think to be throwing things around like that is okay. So it's no good. Well, I hope the Americans will change a little bit. At least make half of it. Not all the time. Make a woman look like difficult. All right. Now. Number 60. Now he called her Shakti. Shakti, the goddess of devotion. Shakti, see all space as if already absorbed in your own head, in the brilliance. Well, this is a kind of imagination. Or maybe he say see. He didn't say imagine. See means when people saw that everything has become their own selves, then that is a time that we see the brilliance within. Of course, yeah? Of course, when you become one with the universe, what else do you see? But only the brilliance of light. Oh, yeah, very, very easy. All the teaching is very easy. Perhaps for the Himalayan dwellers, for the Indians, the ones who are very devoted and pure. But for other people, it's a little bit difficult. Now, 61. Waking, sleeping, or dreaming, know yourself as light. Is that easy? Yes. You can, huh? That means always concentrate. You remember that? So you see, all the masters teach you nothing new but concentration. Every time, try to remember you are the light. You are the current, the musical sound of the universe, the original sound. Remember you are the light. Never forget and sink into the physical existence of this body. And that's how we suffer if we sink down. Try always to lift yourself up. Be above human existence. Be above the physical body. And then you will feel better. At least in the mind. 62. When during a black night it's raining, so enter that blackness as the form of all forms. Well, can you understand that? The black hole. Sometimes when we meditate, we see all black, no? But the black is living. The blackness that we saw in front of us while meditating is a living blackness. It feels like it's pulsating, and sometimes it's creating something out of that. The blackness is not the real blackness. It is the silence of creation, the night of creation, when everything is absorbed again into that and stay sleeping for a while. So in such a black night, maybe you try to enter the blackness of the origin and then feel awake. 64. Just as you have the impulse to do something, stop. Understand? When you want to do something so badly, just stop. See what happens. That's one of the practice methods. Now, number 65. Center on the sound Om without A or M. The sound Om is made of A, U, M. But you center in between. So make it become like there's no letter, no physical sound, but just the centering of your own concentration. Well, is it difficult? No, huh? Om is easier. Om. Okay, you don't need to try all this. Okay, you already have enough things to do. But just for your reference, I let you study other methods of practice or other teachings to see if it fits you. So that you know something. So that at least you know that I know something. 66. Silently intone a word ending in ah, A-H. And then in the effortlessly see the spontaneity. Oh, it's very poetic here. Very difficult for us. What he meant is when you say something with the word that ends with A and H. Ah, yeah? Then try to feel the end of the H, like the breathing sound. And then enter Buddha nature. And spontaneity or natureness is the same. Buddha nature, things like that. A different name for the original power. 67. Feel yourself as pervading all directions, far and near. Well, that you can understand. Yeah? Try to feel that. Can you? Try. But not too far, okay? Not too far. When I'm talking, you better not feel yourself pervading too far to the gauge over there or to the end of the line like yesterday. Maybe it suits you, but it gives me pressure. 68. Oh God. Pierce some part of your nectar-filled foam with a pin and gently enter the piercing. Pierce yourself with a pin. See? Where? Oh, I make myself a pimple, alright. No, oh God. I cannot enter the piercing, sorry, I don't like it. Actually, in the old times, there were such practices like this. When people were so desperate for enlightenment, they do anything. But I would not advise that. Maybe piercing a little bit with a pin is okay. Or not a very pointed pin, like a pen or something. It won't hurt you so much. At least it gives you concentration. But if you have to do that, do it with a pen or with something a little pointed. Not to hurt yourself and make yourself bleed, okay? And you can pierce it in the wisdom, point it a little bit. Don't pierce it, use your fingernails, alright. I think God already provided fingernails for that purpose. Eh? And now when you cannot concentrate and you have to do this, and later if this finger gets tired, then you have another finger. That's why God made 10 fingers. So that during 2.5 hours you can, try to use up all of them and enter samadhi. Yeah? Oh. Alright. If you remember Telopa is a master of Naropa. Yeah. And when he first accepted Naropa, he tortured him with a lot of things, like putting nails in his fingers and all that. Sometimes beating him, things like that, and make him go and beg for soup again and again and again. I mean, do all kinds of tests to see if the disciple was fit enough to follow him. Perhaps because Naropa was a special person. Because Telopa had a lot of disciples too, according to the story. But he did not test any other disciples that way. Not that we have read about or heard of. Only to Naropa. To Naropa, he did all kinds of physical, painful tests. I hope it wasn't true, all the stories. And I don't think any master of the modern day can afford to do this kind of testing, unless he wants to have a holiday in jail for some time. Nowadays, you can't even scold a disciple without being resented and them being angry at you, Sometimes I scold some person here, a cook or something, because they are so messy. As I told you, they spread garbage all over instead of love. So I scolded them. I told them they have to clear up, we are not a pigsty here. And then they got angry somehow inside, and their faces became longer than usual. Not that I have measured, but I could see from afar because it's very long, so you can see more clearly in the night time even. And then when I ate my soup that day, I could not digest because they had put some invisible anger poison inside, and I couldn't digest, and I feel very troublesome. I tested many times like that. If I scold them a little bit for some reason, and then that night I cannot digest the food. Yeah, I eat as usual, not much, but then the food somehow became very heavy, like I have eaten stones. Then I know. Or sometimes they're lazy, they don't cook. They call the Vietnamese to cook from here or somewhere, and that Vietnamese, I don't know who. I have not been purified or talking a lot while cooking. And then when I eat that food, I also feel like I have been eating stones. I have to carry the stones all night until I have digested them with the power of meditation. I know immediately who cooks and what has been done to the food. There is no mistaking at all. But I do not scold them for the reason that to make me sick. I know they are angry at me, and I accept that. But what I mean is that nowadays the master cannot afford to do the things that Maba, did to Milarepa or Telopa, did to Naropa. Understand what I mean? Yeah. You can't even scold a person without being resented, let alone pierce them with pins and take off their fingernails or make them rebuild the house 7 times and beat them and make them carry stones until their back is bleeding and all kinds of testing like that. It's not possible anymore. Okay, now what is it? So don't pierce yourself with a pin and say, Master said so. I didn't say, it's Shiva who said it. And you don't have to do it. But if you cannot concentrate sometimes, then you may touch yourself here or use your fingernail. It's a little harder, so it makes you more aware of where you want to put your attention. And that is all right. But don't hurt yourself, okay? And don't say that I said that. No, the master said I have to pierce myself. No, I never did. Okay? Pierce yourself if you want. You're free. And number 69. You can also feel that your thoughts and your I amness and your internal organs all are the real same precious form, invisible, all-pervading form. In other words, feel your body, a physical body, as pure, as never existing, as only an illusionary object. Meanwhile, your true self is pure, all-pervading, and almighty. In other words, you're one with God. You are that. You're God. There's no need to identify with the defied physical illusionary form which doesn't exist. It's true, during samadhi, you don't feel your body, no? Sometimes if you enter deep samadhi, you feel you're not there. You're just everywhere, you're everything. And you exist, but not in a physical form. Like your body has never existed. It disappears altogether. It can happen. At that time, you enter truth. You enter the reality. And that is the only reality that we should search for. And everything else concerning this physical body and this world is truly non-existing. It's just a dream. A very, very real dream. Very solid dream. And it's very difficult to wake up from it. But you must remember it's a dream. Try to remember as much as you can. All right, I already exceeded your limit of sleeping time. All right. Okay, so next time, huh? Now, good. See you later. See you another time. What day is today? It doesn't seem like any pace. It's a lesson every day. All right. It's Saturday? No. Friday. Okay. 29?
Yes.
Wow. So fast? Oh. I must say that I enjoy having you here, despite all the pushing going on between the yin and yang. You have to learn. They have to learn. I shouldn't have protected them, but you push so hard, it makes me feel pressure here. I hate to see anything that is, not proportionate. That's unjust and unfair. That is my weakness. And anything that's unfair, I think I have to make it flat, That is my weakness. So that's how I interfere with your karma and try to make it right. Otherwise, these people that deserve it, you can just push them to the end of the world. I don't mind. But because they are my brothers, yeah? And they're small, little, weak, coward brothers. So I have to protect them. I feel sorry for them. I cannot be so strong like you and don't feel anything for them. I do feel. I'm weaker than you. Yeah. I feel for the weak. Yeah. So when I feel like they're so weaker every day, I cannot bear it. So I have to stand up and rescue them. Otherwise, wherever you sit, I don't care. Why would I care if you are woman or man? What difference does it make to me? I don't live with any of you. You know, man or woman, you all came here the same. And I treated you equally. But that's why you should treat each other equally. Should not push when there is a limit. You should tolerate each other, helping, encouraging each other. Alright? Not to take advantage of the other's weakness. That's what I want you to know. Not that I care what sex you are. I can't do anything with you, man or woman. I want nothing to do with you. I mean, not physically. All right. So, got it? Yeah. Next time, don't push. Oh, I stand there and push them over there. And you know where to sit next time.
Yeah.
All of you. And tell all the coward men as well what to do next time. Okay? Listen to your mother here, you never go wrong. You're already 45 years old or something. And you are the householder. The chief of the house, of your tribe. So good night. See you, huh? If you go tomorrow, have a good journey. And see you next time. Well, you look healthy enough. Take care, huh? The problem is we have too many women here. Too many women, you know? Because all the men have to stay home and work. And have money for you. That's all. Thank you. Oh, you sing very swell. Professional? Yeah.